That was the family-friendly version.
Yeah, and I like that Ben's got the Eminem mic. He's got the spit guard. He's about to say a lot of T's, a lot of H's into that mic.
I'm gonna drop a lot of orange door hinges.
Wait, does it have a mirror also, so you can check how you look?
Unfortunately, I'd just be staring at it all day if it did, Eugene. So you know what I'm like with reflective surfaces.
Yeah.
Did anyone go to the NFT event, NFT NYC, this past week?
I did not. So were you there?
I was. It was. It's always great to see just a horde of people who are just impervious to logic and rationale and just mass psychosis. It's nice. It's endearing to me.
Alan Greenspan once aptly called this irrational exuberance.
December 6th, 1995. Yeah.
There we are. I'm being out highbrowed already here, guys. Oh, there we go.
He was trying to talk about the internet boom.
Yeah, very similar to NFT boom in many ways.
Except the difference is that the market has never hit that low of a point on that day. And at that point, the market was at an all-time high.
Yeah. What do we have now? $2.5 trillion total crypto valuation at the moment.
Let's have a little look.
Depending on where SHIB is.
Well, I know $2.9 billion of that moved from the wallet we were talking about last week, very recently. So I think SHIB holders are 20p, 50ping, as we say in this country at the moment. But yeah, where are we on? Overall market 2.8 trillion now. So another 300 billion being added to the market since you're asleep, Eugene. Where have you been, buddy?
I lost faith in humanity.
I cannot sleep anymore after that,
No, you're not allowed to sleep if you're in cryptocurrency, didn't you know? Everyone knows
I know. You're not allowed to do anything really other than bitch about shitcoins, which we're doing here.
Well, yeah, I mean, what an introduction, eh? I think we've been live on YouTube for a couple of minutes, despite my inane waffling. Let's just double check this as if those of you who will be familiar with the show will know I'm a bit of an amateur when it comes to these things, but we try hard. Right, yes, we are live on YouTube. I can see our pretty faces. I can see comments. Hi, Ravi. Nice to meet you. And thank you for the lovely comments on Twitter the other day. That made me smile, that did, buddy. So good to have you with us. All right, clear my throat. Good evening and welcome to NeverMind the Shitcoins, everyone. I'm Benjamin Bateman, your host. You're Amy Edwards, the long arm of the law in the background, who looks like she's got very long arms when she reaches this way. And joining us this week, we have some super experts. You'll all be familiar with him by now, but if you could briefly introduce yourself for those who aren't familiar, Mr. Eugene Morozov.
Of course, I'm Eugene Morozov, speaking to you currently from Isla Mujeres, Mexico, right in the middle of the Mexican Gulf. And I'm the founder of Freetown Academy, among a few other things I had in my 25-year-long financial career. Proud to be here. Back to you.
Excellent. And facing off against Eugene, they've been partnered up in the past. They worked well together. Let's see how they go fair head to head. Edmund McCormack, give us an intro, buddy, if you'd be so kind.
Sure. Yeah. So, Ed McCormack, I oversee a crypto hedge fund, started a crypto education platform. I dress like your accountant. Even though we have a very similar resemblance, Ben and I are not related. And I had an opportunity for those who are just joining to talk about the religion of NFTs that I just saw in New York City, which was depressing. And I lost faith in humanity, as I said before. You had two different types of people. You had the people that were coming from finance and dressed like me. And then the other people who were just like holding their hand, being like, the sun. Oh, it's really sad.
We've seen that before a few times.
Yeah. We have. And also with Eugene out of the country, I will be notifying Homeland Security that he is a drug mule to not let him back in if I do not win this goddamn contest.
Nice.
Never mind the shit.
You know how many people tried that already?
He knows all the best places to hide his drugs. They never find them
when they hear my name.
Right. Well, fortunately, Ed, we've got nothing to do with the NFT conference, so you can rest your brain from the dregs of humanity. But we do have some interesting news. There's been, God, every time I look, it just gets crazier, this little world, doesn't it? So our first game, no crypto news. Basically, like I say, crypto's full of more strange characters than a Douglas Adams Hitchhiker's novel. Keeping up with things can be a hell of a task. So I'm here to help you do that. Hopefully, anyway,
I love Douglas Adams. I love For Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It's just an amazing book. Isn't it?
Bona fide classic. I heard him do, he's recently released a new one, which is sort of a tour around the human body, which is fascinating. Even if you're quite clued up on biology, there's a lot of cool stuff in there.
I like the movie too, surprisingly.
Yeah. Don't forget your towel, of course. Don't forget your towels.
Yeah. Always the towel. In fact, so that just to make sure you understand, you're talking to some serious people here, right here.
You are prepared, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Just in case. Always have a towel handy. And Ed's looking
like,
what
the hell did I just join today?
Yeah, this is the most British thing you've heard since last time you were on the podcast. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, fantastic movie. You'll get a lot more random references. 90 minutes of your life is worth it. Right, and for 10 minutes of your life, which may or may not be worth it, let's look at some of the strange stories this week, shall we, folks? Basically, I've got some kind of obscure sounding questions. If you can tell me what the story's about, even vaguely, I'm sure Dion will give you a point or two. So, our first one, which, giggity, 14 inches is more than most could handle alone. But how much would it cost you for a few hours alone with Midwest Tungsten's 14-incher? 14 inches.
This is a question that guy Jared from Subway, I'm sure, is answering as we speak.
Amongst many others. Right, if that's got you stumped, I do have a visual clue here.
All right.
It's and it's not the size that counts. So obviously I've not got a 14-incher, folks. I'm sorry to say. I've only got a little one. But I'm proud. I'll flash it around on camera for anyone who wants to see. So,
is that a security card?
No, you're going a little too high tech. This is more meme-based crypto news. Well, news, really. No news? Yeah, it's sort of news. It was interesting. I laughed. But yeah,
I give this one to Ed.
Obsessed.
Yeah.
Okay.
14-incher.
A 14-incher. Mine's a 1 centimeter. Midwest Tungsten's is a 14-incher.
Wait. Is that some some digital work of art cut into a million 14 inches?
You're kind of swimming in the right direction, but no. Mine is 1 centimeter. Theirs is 14 inches. And
so it's a big.
But for 1 centimeter, it packs a lot of punch. So a 14-incher. But yeah, how much is a few hours alone with Midwest Tungsten's 14-incher?
I'm going to say 250K.
Give that man a clap, or an hour alone with a 14-inch cube. Yeah, spot on the money there, buddy. Yeah, so this is random stuff. I'll start from the beginning. But yeah, before I do, 250K, spot on, buddy. For those of you who are kind of active or familiar with crypto Twitter, there's a very, very funny guy called Niraj who works for CoinDesk. A few weeks back, if not a couple of months now, there was a very weird typo which appeared in an article which then got spiraled out of control. And the original story was, there's a tungsten supply because of cryptocurrency traders and, circuitry for mining and stuff. But this got kind of, Chinese whispered, however you call it now, into cryptocurrency traders are causing a shortage of tungsten because they like the way it feels. And so he started this weird thing where people are going, well, why do people want to buy tungsten cubes? But I swear I'm so happy with my little cube. It's honestly, they're deceptive. It's all about the density, apparently. But this little thing, it's like,
Is that like
it feels nice in your hand.
unobtainium from Avatar movie, like unobtainium, right? For which they try to kill the whole planet.
Oh, I think it may be sort of, but no, I mean, tungsten is pretty available. I mean, this one's about £30 or something like that, wasn't it, English money? So it's not, but yeah, much like collecting gold bullion now, tungsten's becoming a precious metal more and more by the day. And yeah, Midwest Tungsten, a company out in Texas, have got a 14-inch cube, which they've sold NFTs to. $250,000, you'll get this NFT ticket. In fact, I'm sorry, Edmund, you're losing faith in humanity more now, aren't you? But $250,000 to go spend a bit of time supervised, not even alone with the 14-inch cube, but just a few hours, just
So I got some there. I talked about NFT and cutting into little pieces, and so hope to see a quarter point.
Well, the first time I joined this, we talked about slices of bread around NFT. The next one we talked about was all about feet. So then all of a sudden I started to get some real weird Telegram messages.
And only half of them you masturbated to.
You are underestimating me, sir.
The other half
you only see
a folder for later.
Never assume anything about that.
It's all true.
Yeah, no, assume the worst. Everything else is a bonus. Right, should we have another question, shall we? Right, why were Netflix losing their marbles over a recent cryptocurrency rug pull?
Squid Games. Because of Squid DAO.
Yeah.
Oh, not Squid DAO. The Squid token tying into Squid Games. Yeah. The show.
Go on. What can you tell us about this story? Apart from that.
Netflix has been trying to get into space for quite some time now. And I can't say too successfully yet.
I mean, Netflix, they're an old
price went crazy. The Squid price went absolutely bananas. Yeah. And they also had pretty similar looking token, the symbol, as the Squid Games image.
Yeah, pretty much. So
I'm very careful in what I say, by the way, because I don't want to get sued.
No, I don't think there's any of them around to sue you anymore, buddy. Don't worry.
Yes, you do. We all want to get sued. Prove it. Tried and tested.
Yeah. It's the best form of marketing around for podcasts, apparently.
Yeah, I just like Eugene. He's like, I want to get sued. I just imagine him on the other line, just going, good luck. Like goddamn Liam Neeson and taken.
Come on, anyone.
An international game of tag with subpoenas.
Yeah.
Squid Game, spot on. Essentially, there was a token launched which claimed it was linked officially to the show. I don't think it was linked officially to the show, and Netflix very much don't either. It went absolutely bananas, though. The price of the token went from a penny to $2,800 at its peak. And the kind of crux of it was, for those of you who've seen the show, one of the episodes revolves around a game of marbles. You needed 456 marbles to play the game. And, yeah, I mean, come on, guys. Yeah. 456 lots of $2,800. Bless them. Anyway. But yeah, hey, bless them. Right, next one. Again, quite a big story. I've not too obscure this week. A German migraine app company gave Mark Zuckerberg a bit of a headache this week. Why?
They didn't like the Meta.
Oh, you're on the right lines.
Didn't like facial recognition.
No one likes that, do they?
No, Facebook gave up, I guess.
Yeah, they gave it up. Yeah.
Yeah, it's never a good idea, was it? Really, I've seen a few YouTube videos where people paint faces onto themselves, and
Angela Merkel pantsuit. Did they send him one of those? You didn't like it?
Who wouldn't like one of those? I mean, God, he'd look gorgeous in one. No, unfortunately not.
I don't know, such a pretty sounding language. I don't understand how he can give him a headache.
I spent some time in
Sounds like
Berlin chefing. It's
beautiful. It's like dropping a whole toolbox of tools down steps. It just sounds great.
And that's just the Valentine's Day cards.
Yeah.
No, and maybe they can. Maybe they showed that Meta was better used elsewhere, or by somebody else, or in a better way.
Yeah. I mean, it's sort of. I'll give you this one. This was a bit random, but it's quite cool. Essentially, Facebook stole the Meta logo from some migraine app company, and the migraine app company of their social media people took advantage
somebody else
of
used
it.
it. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, that company got 1,000 times more hits in one day off the back of trolling the fuck out of Zuckerberg. So it was quite a funny little one, basically.
And you're seeing Jack in the Box, a restaurant, this fast food restaurant, now suing FTX for apparently FTX taking the image of Man on the Moon from this Jack in the Box fast food restaurant chain,
which they own.
Very interesting.
Surely Neil Armstrong's got a say in this somewhere, hasn't he? I'm sure no one actually owns.
Oh, no, it's like a cartoon character. It's a cartoon character.
Yeah. But for most people, it would be news that an exchange, a crypto exchange, is actually today trading NFTs. So that's something we haven't heard of before.
Well, yeah, I mean, another story I could have gone into this week, but to be honest, I couldn't think of a good, funny way to put it up, better than the giving Zuckerberg a headache one. Coinbase doing NFTs. Everyone's going NFTs at the minute. Again, I think it's one of those where, without too much, we're kind of moving into the phase where cryptocurrency is becoming useful for more than just sending things back and forth. And hopefully all these rock NFTs have kind of proved some sort of use case or something. So
your refrigerator now can buy milk and pay Bitcoin. So yeah,
I mean, I'm worried about this kind of thing. So you see a lot of adverts here in the UK where they personify your products, like toothpaste, and the little tube of toothpaste has a little smile on it. And I'm like, I have enough problems dealing with like real people's emotions without worrying whether I'm neglecting my toothpaste or I need to check if my fridge is okay. It's
and your toilet paper, whose pictures it has on it now? Your toilet paper, whose pictures? This week.
print and wipe. Nice.
Is anyone else looking forward to hopefully getting your parents onto cryptocurrency so you could send them some of these inappropriate tokens and just anonymously having them call you, be like, what is blank rocket? And you're like, no idea. Tell me about it.
I like how you blanked out that when you were on about your mother's money omelette the other week.
So
she's a giving woman.
She's a very giving woman, but she doesn't like hearing the words without the blanks, apparently.
No, she wants to fully. Yeah, that's for later on in the episode.
To be fair, you're sending me off on tangents here, but I read a fantastic little argument on Twitter, which if you give me a second to ad lib, even though he's opened the wrong Twitter now, what a play. Amateur moments. Here we go. Let's scroll down. Fantastic argument on Twitter about which is the better investment vehicle, Come In You token or Come Star token. And these guys.
I go with the second, because I think that part of that is it funds, up and coming talent. So it's a dream giver. And, I'm all about making dreams come true.
Yeah. Everyone needs a dream come true. I love some of the lines. There was, I've looked into Come Star and I think it will do well. I'm putting all my eggs in Come In You basket. They have a few huge names and the rest will come. Excited for the rest. That's good to hear. I'll stick with Come Star. Nice. I don't think these people saw the irony in their debate either.
So.
You think Jamie Dimon is talking about this? Jamie Dimon's calling up, Lloyd Blankfield and saying, hey, Lloyd, what do you think is a better token? What do you think we should build a trading arm for?
Perhaps
I think that's going on as we speak right now.
Fits corporate culture of JP Morgan very well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm joking. There's definitely a lot of potential in these kind of actual bringing monetary value back to the porn industry.
Yeah. And I still would buy either one of them over JPM coin. just for the record.
Yeah, I'm with you all the way there, dude. All the way. Right, like a happier story. Happy one, this. What lesson did the rest of the world learn from El Salvador this week?
Bank on your volcanoes.
Yeah, but no, not the answer I'm looking for, but similar.
Well, they adopt crypto.
Yeah, and so what? The clue's kind of in the wording. What lesson have they taught the rest of the world?
Crypto lesson, Bitcoin lesson,
Yeah,
blockchain lesson.
When it appreciated, they made their value. The currency went way up.
yeah. So what have they done with the profits? It was a really nice story yesterday.
I didn't see
invest
this.
in education.
Yeah. So they're building 20 new schools in El Salvador already.
Yeah.
I mean, just a couple of months after they bet big and old Naib, the other, is it? I always mispronounce his name. Yeah, Naib, and his 420 Bitcoin by the fucking dip moment last week.
Not me. With this whole
tell you.
mining in the volcanoes, he's already sounding like a goddamn James Bond villain. I'd go forward and build a lair.
No, the real hero this week, I think, was the mayor of Miami, who the first out of any elected official in the U.S. said, "I'm gonna take my salary in Bitcoin."
Yeah, again, a testament to the power of Twitter, really. That was all in response to another podcaster. I call him another podcaster. He's way more fun. That Pomp guy, for those of you who know, he was like, which US politicians are going to be the first ones to take their salary in crypto? And so, yeah. He stepped up, and now I think the mayor of New York has as well, possibly. I might have heard that.
There's a new guy. That's right.
Yeah,
a new guy.
Eric Adams. And yeah, I always enjoy a good podcast from someone who dresses like B Rabbit from 8 Mile. He's great. Fantastic. Just got destroyed the other day by Big Boy Crypto, and rightfully so.
Oh, I haven't watched that back yet, but yeah, I've seen a few people talking about that. He's a nice guy, really, even if he does sound like a fucking fortune cookie most of the time. Bless him. Yeah, right. So 20 new schools. Well, have we got one more news question, I think?
Come on, I gotta get some for that, right? I guess, right?
I did. Bag one.
Oh, well, there you go. She's being generous tonight. It's bonfire night over here, by the way, in case you can't hear in the background. So don't worry, there's not like some sort of war going on behind me, if that's picking up on mic. Right, question 5. I like this one, and I'll be impressed if you get this one, guys. Why are the Colombian Beatles bigger than Jesus in the crypto news this week? Colombian Beatles.
Colombian Beatles.
Bigger than who?
Bigger than Jesus. That is.
I'm about 300 miles away from Colombia right now. Maybe I should just,
If you're going, I'd probably have things higher on the shopping list than Beatles, to be honest with you, buddy.
Maybe they say they have good fish and fruit.
Exactly. No, Colombian Beatles ring any bells? No. All right, well, bit of an obscure one, but again, a nice story. This one. Basically, like these Colombian beetle exports, they're very popular apparently, especially Japanese school children go nuts for them as pets. And so there's this weird taxation laws that kind of get in the way, and blah blah blah. It was screwing the Colombian beetle farmers. If they're would they be beetle farmers, beetle breeders? Who knows? But yeah, they created their own cryptocurrency back in 2018, I think it was, and this thing's really taking off at the minute now. Yeah. So if you're looking for Hercules, Neptunus, and elephant beetle species, you can now buy them in crypto, and it's a very successful way to get around very archaic, weird systems.
Go Beatles.
Yeah. Although, again, to be honest, the whole reason for the story was just a kind of pseudo excuse for me to go into. Do you know why the Beatles were called the Beatles? I found out coincidentally.
Oh, you mean the Beatles?
Yeah, the British rock band. Do you know why they were called the Beatles?
John Lennon, Paul McCartney,
Ringo Starr,
Ringo Starr, and
Harrison.
Yeah, yeah. You're not getting points for that. This isn't Name the Musicians.
Yeah.
Why
but
not?
Good effort. But yeah, I found out the other day. Basically, the band were named after this very obscure quote, where this early insect guy, entomologist, I think they're called, insect people.
Entomology.
Yeah, he'd gone off into the jungle as part of a Christian scientific expedition to find out more about, evolution and these kind of things. Because early days Christian church used to fund a lot of the science. And he came back many years later, a much older man, and he stood up in front of this big council of churchmen and scientists. And they said, "So what did you discover from spending 10 years in the forest?" He said, "Well, I'll tell you one thing. I can't really speak on the nature of God or existence or, who made the world. But if there is such a thing as God, the guy is fucking obsessed with beetles." Yeah, for every one species of everything in the world, there are like 12 species of beetles out there. The guy is obsessed with beetles.
Insects.
If only they knew as much about beetles as if only they knew as much about window guards as they do about beetles. Probably save a lot of pain and maybe a couple of rock songs thereafter. But we'll know if he knows my name in heaven.
Yeah, we'll find out. We'll find out when we. And
That's a pretty fucked up joke. That was probably the worst I've made on the show.
I'll be honest. I'm taking a moment to process it.
You know what the most successful species on the planet, though? The most successful species on the planet. It's cows. Cows. There's many more of them that could have existed, without outside help. So they actually co-opted people into breeding them. It looks like to become the most successful animal in the world.
You're saying we work for the cows, really?
Yes.
Shit,
Yes.
Never thought of it like that. It's a cowspiracy. Hey.
Cowspiracy.
That's the nice child-friendly joke for you. Just to counter the what had been said 5 minutes ago.
The window guard joke. Yeah.
Yes. Right. On that note, give some scores, Dion. Who's winning this thing?
Out of all of that, I think Eugene got 1 and Edmund got 2.
You're drinking again? What the hell are these numbers? 2?
Yeah.
You know what? I don't even know what the hell we just talked about for the last 10 minutes. I just blacked out. So
all right, you're winning. Why do you care?
Yeah.
You got the Squid Game and the tungsten.
Yeah. Yeah, you're having a good time over there, aren't you? You're right. Yeah.
again, great that you gave her that light.
Yeah.
You're not just
It's glowing from below.
We can see
the guy from Don't Breathe actually gave better accommodations to that girl in the movie.
Yeah, well, she's been behaving lately. What can I say? I wish it was that way around. Bloody hell. Right, next game before I go into my my tragic. Right, FOMO or FUD. Let's try this one. This one's either going to work or it's not. But I thought we've got the two of us here, so let's try this. Basically, I've got some obscure coins and tokens from around the world. By obscure, I mean a bit crap, basically. Or they're not crap, they're just a bit weird. They made me laugh. So I'm just going to give you a kind of brief description of the coin or token. You might have heard of them, you might not. And I'm going to give you a starting price for it. And it's kind of a bit like... I can't remember the name of the goddamn show now, but you're going to bid up against each other. So rather than going Price is Right style, when one person shows their hand, I'm going to take a bid off one of you, then a bid off the other as to how high the coin went before it either went to shit or, maybe they're still going, but no, they're not. Right, so does this make sense? If I start off
EOS better be the answer on most of these questions. I'm just kidding.
But no, so if I give you a coin, Eugene starts with, I don't know, a penny a token. He's going to say this one went 10x. You can outbid him at 11x. You can go a bit higher, but you can't go over. Okay, so that's the real key to this. I want the person who gets closest to how high the coin went without going over it. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Easy. This isn't complicated or slightly militaristic at all. Right, let's go. First one, Eugene's favorite. You like this one. Useless Ethereum token. How much could you have made on useless Ethereum token? And the starting price we have on this is 4 cents. Okay.
Dime.
A dime, so 10x. You think you could have gone 10x on useless Ethereum token? Go on then, Ed. Are you going to go higher than that, or do you think Eugene's gone bust already?
I'm going to go 3x.
3x. So you got 3x, plays 10x. Drum roll. Yeah. 4.5x. It peaked at 18 cents. So, I mean, there were a few people speculating on it, but the clue was in the name, useless Ethereum token. I think most people were slightly rational back in the market back then. Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Right. So next one, just for reference, by the way, guys, I could have gone for some absolutely insane numbers. I've tried not to go for the absolute extreme scales of things to keep it a reasonable guessing game. Right. So next one, DeFi of Thrones, which is just the shittest sounding thing ever. I mean, the TV show blew. But yes, we're starting at 2 cents. How high could it have gone? Edmund, start us off. What's your guess?
I'm going to go 15x.
15x.
So I'm going to go 30 cents.
Do you want to outbid?
No, I think it was less than that.
So you'll get effectively 14 plays 15 then. Do your conservatism let you down, Eugene, that time? 32x for DeFi of Thrones. DeFi of Thrones. It's not even a pun, is it? I mean, DeFi of Thrones. It's like, it doesn't sound anything like game. Come on, try harder, people. Try harder.
It doesn't.
Right. This one, I love the story behind this coin. Walton Chain. Now, they may still be doing things. I don't know really, but for those of you who remember, they were the ones who did a big giveaway. And then the social media manager forgot to change accounts when he announced that he won the giveaway through the main company account. So Walton Chain social media tweeted, thanks for the big prize. I can't believe I've won. It was a high point, I think, of 2018. But yes, Walton Chain, if you'd have bought that at $6.56, which is roughly when it started charting, how high could you have gone? Eugene first.
Okay, double.
Double. A 2x. Oh, he's playing starting low. See, this is where the tactics are coming out.
I don't think it went double.
You don't even think it did a double? Didn't do a double. Well, Eugene, points yours there, buddy. This one went to $41, 6.25x.
Really?
You could have taken on Walton Chain. $40 odd. It's still floating around at about $1 doing some trade there. So, so someone's doing something with it. Right, couple more of these. Substratum, which bastards. I didn't fall for that at all. Bring down the Great Firewall of China with an ERC20 token. Starting at 14 cents. How high did it go? Ed, do you want to kick off?
I'm gonna go to $2.
$2. So that'd be roughly a 15x by my terrible math. Eugene?
25x.
25x. You bust, buddy. You were so close. So close. 22x. $3.11 that one went to, and I could have sold it at that price, but I thought the Great Wall of Firewall of China was coming down at the time. Naive me. Right, sorry for coughing down the microphones. Last one, red coin, which those of you who remember John McAfee's pump of the day will, probably know this was one of. We started at 0.001 of a penny. Of a dollar. Sorry, not of a penny.
And is this the one where if it went to 1 million, he would eat something?
No, I think that was actually Bitcoin.
Is that necktie?
Yeah, he was going to eat his necktie. I don't think he owned one of them. But yeah, who wants to go first? One tiebreaker one here.
I'm going to go 100x.
100x. Eugene?
50x.
50x. Ooh. You both bust there. Unfortunately, McAfee's pumps of the day were kind of floundering out. Digibyte the day before had done something like 120x, and this one disappointed everyone by only doing a 30x in 25 minutes. I think thanks to one man's tweet. So yeah, I mean, you think you're losing faith in humanity now? It's pretty much the same as it's always been. It's just new clowns at the circus, I think. Right, that round was. Again, I keep trying to make these numbers ones work, but yeah, I think getting our calculator out kind of detracts from the drinking time. But anyway, did anyone get any points there, Dion?
Eugene is on 2 points. Edmund is on 5.
Yes.
Sorry, Eugene, you were so close, but I can't give you points for being the nearest.
Yeah.
So close.
Why not?
So close. I'm sorry. I would.
All right. Good enough.
I think she's just being kind because Ed looked a bit depressed with humanity when he started the show, so he's getting points for.
To cling on to.
She wants you to love the NFTs again, buddy. That's what it is.
He also has an accountant's shirt on, so yeah.
Sucker for a man in a shirt, isn't she? Right, so this it's our final round, guys. I thought we keep it kind of short and sweet this week, being a day late and all that. It's Friday, it's fireworks night. Let's take it easy. Unlike some other poor fools out there, and I apologize if you guys are one of those fools, but I don't take it back. This is Crypto Innuendo No Nut November Special Edition. Okay, so like I say, this November we thought we'd spare a thought for all those well-ambitioned people desperately trying not to spill their seed for 30 days. Sounds a nightmare, doesn't it? 30 days. And so yeah, we'll theme our game of the night on this most pointless of self-denial practices. As usual, I've got 2 questions to which the answers will kind of overlap, interlink, connect together, something like that. One part of the question will be about not touching yourself, oddly, kind of inversely to what we usually do with this show. And the other half will be about something vaguely cryptocurrency-ish. Okay, so you guys know the game well by now. Shout out some answers at me. You probably get 1 point for half the answer, but you might get more points if you get the whole answer straight on. So, in the words of the late, great Barry White, let's get it on. Right. Those who last the full 30 days of November will definitely be suffering a case of something by the time they're through. And public enemy regulatory body number 1 with most US crypto investors.
Jerk sack.
Can I hear the logic behind jerks?
Do you need to? Okay. When you do 30 days of abstination, that's called spermatoxicosis. That's what you can get.
Ooh, that sounds terrifying. Jesus, what is that and why haven't I heard of it?
Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe you haven't tried, so.
Yeah, 30 minutes is enough for me. That's why I've shortened the podcast.
Go ahead, Eugene. Tell me more.
And the second one was, of course, the favorite regulator, the SEC. Yeah. So I had to kind of combine the two. And that's the shortest combination that I could come up with.
Yeah, better than my answer, to be fair. But yeah, second half of it was right. But yeah, Ed, what's a symptom of not draining the main vein, as they say? No one says apart from me, I don't think.
Blue SEC?
Yeah, sorry.
Blue SEC?
Oh, points all round. Blue Bulls SEC. Blue Sec. Yeah. I preferred the way you said it. Blue Bull Sec. Blue Bull Sec?
Blue Bull Sec.
Blue Bull Sec. Yeah. I like that. Blue Bull Sec.
Jock Sec sounds shorter and more memorable, though.
Yeah, easier. But I'll be honest, it messed up my timing.
It's the new name of the J.K. Rowling book, which is really adorable. You know, Harry Potter got weird over the ages.
Yeah. Are you sure you're not reading the online fan literature, buddy?
You guys live not far from her, I understand, right? She's somewhere in London, no?
Yeah, all us British people know each other, Eugene. I borrowed a cup of sugar from her the other day.
We should go say hello.
They're like the Iceland people. They're all related. It's nice.
Yeah,
That's
heard
just
that.
Norwich in our country. Norwich, it's like Texas, but smaller and flatter. There we
I
go,
want to
two
have
massive
I want to
places.
have a version of this to just Essex, and I want to
The only way is shitcoins Essex. God, that sounds terrible.
Which means it would be brilliant, successful.
Right, there
which
we
is
go.
what I want.
There we go. Get on the phone lines. Get booking some terrible reality TV people. Yeah. Oof. Right. You can relieve those blue balls by taking and I'm not on about a jerk here, but think what you might do if you really want to relieve the urges again. And the standard issue format token on Ethereum.
ERC20.
Yeah, that's the second part. So you might take a
No?
Coagil.
Shower C20. Shower C20.
Yeah, not a coagulation. God, you're going to some dark places tonight, my friends.
Yeah, here's a
Coagulation, yes. Wow.
yeah. There's a bathroom and a belt in this gentleman's future very soon.
Yeah, but as you say, cold shower C20, right? A trending meme coin product with the face of Elon's dog, which isn't Shiba, so the other one, and underwear so tight it cuts off the circulation down there. There's a nickname for him.
Doji Whiteys.
Ooh, that's a good
Doji
one.
Stream. Doji Stream.
Not Doji. There's another one which is kind of memeing and trending at the minute. A third.
Third one.
Should be Whiteys? No.
Oh, no. So think.
It's Elon's dog.
Yeah. I mean, I'm losing the track here.
Rhymes with
I should have wrote some clues ahead of time.
Marvel?
Rhymes with what?
Thor's brother.
Musk.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it's just Musk. Musk RC.
Alrighty, I'm going to give up. I don't know how to tell you. It's the name of his dog, so it's Floki Inu. Do you know the second part? And underwear so tight it. They're called nut huggers. So, Floki Inu nut huggers, apparently, is that one. Yeah.
You're getting better and better, Ben.
I'll be honest, it's maybe not my best work, but we're going somewhere with this. So it's, give me a couple of questions to warm into this. We've got a theme. Right. When the nut huggers don't work, in the words of the verb, now the nut huggers don't work. One of these may be a more extreme corporal option. And traders tend to use either fundamental analysis in their predictions, or they'll use something.
Or they'll
analysis.
use a mathematical model.
Chastity technical.
Yeah, chastity something.
Chastity.
Band.
Oh, chastity bell technical analysis. I think you all said that then.
I don't
pretty
know.
much. I'll sound by that.
Fucking astronomy for men. That's all that is. Technical analysis.
Crazy. I mean, it feels like I'm speaking a different. Oh, you're on about technical analysis. I thought you were on about chastity. Sorry, bud. Right.
Is there a contradiction necessarily?
Yeah.
It's nothing goes over on a date better than talking about Bollinger Bands. Did you know that? It's wonderful.
Bollinger Bands and Chastity Belts, the name of my new album. Brilliant. Right, and right, so we're the other way around on this one. When you open a Bitcoin or other wallet, you should always safely store your something. And when you have a chastity belt, if you don't trust yourself not to take it off, you might ask a friend to be your something. 2 words again.
Keykeeper.
Yeah, so combine them.
Did you just say
Yeah, first one as well. Did you already say it?
That's what they did.
Yeah.
He got it. I mean, it was we say
yeah.
keykeeper.
Private key keeper. Yes, private key holder, private key keeper.
Private keys.
Yeah,
and
he got it.
keykeeper.
I need to clean out my ears today, don't I? Right, and final one. An on-demand audio entertainment format, which is popular with cryptocurrency enthusiasts. Hint, you may be listening to one now. And if the nut huggers don't work, and you can't be trusted to keep it under lock and key, even with someone else holding the key for you, and bear in mind, I wouldn't advise this, but a last resort for those who really can't be trusted to touch themselves would be a medical procedure in which the testicles are removed. So,
Oh, podcast was the first one, and
Yeah.
the second one is obstetricectomy.
oh, that's a far more professional word than I've ever heard, but podcast.
Sectomy.
No, pod.
Go more for extreme.
Pod castration.
Yes, there we go. I preferred your one again, though, Eugene. Yeah. Podcast sectomy. Nice. Right, well, like I say, possibly not my best work, but I'm going to edit it together to sound beautiful and shiny and like we all really rock on that. Awesome. Thank you very much, guys. Who won? Did anyone win? Do we have another tie again? Because I don't have a tiebreaker, so don't make it a tie, please.
It was very, very close. Eugene caught up and got 9. Edmund got 10.
10. All right.
10. One away,
Fair
Eugene.
enough.
One away.
Fair enough. He shaved
game,
this
Eugene.
morning. I didn't, so fair enough.
Hey, I kind of feel like Ed needed the win today, to be fair, after his whole conference debacle thing. Yeah, so yeah, you earned it with the last one for sure, buddy. Definitely. Right, well,
I enjoy pity wins. I'll take them.
hey, pity wins, pity sex, pity nuts. Hey, it's not how you get there; it's where you're going, isn't it? I think that's pretty much. Yeah, whether you make your first Bitcoin through Cum Stars or Cum Inu tokens or whatever else, you're still there.
This episode brought to you by Betty Crocker
and her new white sauce.
Procter & Gamble's family-friendly cleaning supplies.
Not huggers.
I really should try and find some like S&M store to fucking sponsor this round, shouldn't I, or something? It'd be,
And sponsorship, Ben, since we talk about that, all of you guys have this great background behind, which can be filled with Walmarts and IBMs and you name it over the world.
Yeah, I could just have a rolling kind of conveyor belt of GIMP masks and chastity devices going past. If you're thinking about November,
and I know of a few upscale shops like Wolford and some other ones that could be interested.
There you go. Yeah, I'm banned from all the upscale shops.
I'm sure Dion will pitch in with a few more names. Yeah.
There you go. Right, well, if you're an S&M shop out there and you're looking to get into cryptocurrency...
Agent Provocateur comes to mind in particular. I think we should have them in. They have all the right equipment. They have a merchandise to match your descriptions. Yeah.
This is you just recorded the promo for the show. Right there, boom.
Pretty much. I have an intro. Right. Thank you very much for your time, guys. I'm not sure why my camera's gone out of focus, so I look like I've got some sort of Nicolas Cage face-off situation going.
Still love you. Don't worry.
Right. It's been a beautiful time. Thank you very much, guys. Edmund McCormack of DJ, Eugene Morozov of Freeturn Academy. Beautiful. Thank you very much, guys. Have a great night, and thank you to everyone who joined us.
Thank you.
Bye.
Stream end.